I think it's you.
Yeah.
All right. So, I have good news and bad news. Bad news is there's going to be another Lord of the Rings movie. In addition to what they're shooting right now, which is The Hunt for Gollum, which seems like kind of like horseshit. But the good news is it's being written by Stephen Colbert, the person that knows the most about Lord of the Rings, maybe in the world. Him and his son, who is a screenwriter, they are writing a new Lord of the Rings movie. And from what he says, it wasn't like, is it Warner Brothers? I think it's Warner Brothers. Came to them and said, would you write a Lord of the Rings movie? They were talking about it, and they said, hey, how could we tell a story that he said would be both faithful to the books and faithful to the story that Peter Jackson told 25 years ago. Here's the logline for the movie. 14 years after the passing of Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin set out to retrace the first steps of their adventure. Meanwhile, Sam's daughter, Eleanor, has discovered a long-buried secret and is determined to uncover why the War of the Ring was nearly lost before it began. So the early steps of their adventure, if you've only seen the movies, they run into a character named Tom Bombadil, who was completely cut from the movie for understandable reasons, and I think it's called the Barrow Downs. It's interesting. Like, when I first heard about it, I thought they were adapting literally like 4 chapters of Lord of the Rings, but no, this is them going back after and discovering why there's like a spooky fog at the edge of the Shire. And I feel like it could, I don't know, it could be interesting. It feels superfluous, which it is. But Stephen Colbert writing a Lord of the Rings movie seems interesting. They started this a couple of years ago, but if you don't know, Stephen Colbert is about to have a gap in his schedule when his show gets canceled because of fascism. So he has more time to work on this, him and his son, and I don't know. I feel like it might be interesting.
I'm down for it, honestly.
If there's anyone I trust.
Exactly.
If there's anyone I trust with the Lord of the Rings property, it's Stephen Colbert.
Yeah. He was very briefly in The Hobbit, and just is the absolute king.
He's bought like 4 or 5 of the weapons that were used in Peter Jackson's making. Like, he bought the originals. He brought it to one of the Critical Role one-shots that he was in and was like, no, this is the... I don't like Lord of the Rings.
Fair.
This sword.
This is the Sting.
He brought Arwen's sword to an interview with Liv Tyler so that she could deliver her speech at the edge of the river. Like, absolute nerd. I love him for that.
You know what? Iconic.
Iconic.
I mean, if you
he
got
literally
it.
like laid down in her lap so that she could deliver that. Like, it was.
I mean,
I love how much he horny. I love how much he loves that property. The working title is Lord of the Rings: Shadow of the Past. So, like,
okay.
I don't know. I would think that it's so stupid and superfluous, but I remember the announcement about they were going to make a Star Wars movie that was like how they got the plans, and I was like, ugh. And then Rogue One came out, and then they were going to make a TV show that was about the dude from Rogue One and, like, I guess how he got there, and I was like, and then Andor was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. So,
Not enough
like,
Bothenstein.
What's the second one?
We've been showing the kids. We showed them the first season of Andor, and then we made them watch Rogue One, so that they could watch They could watch the second season of Andor and have more feelings. But I'm excited for this, actually.
Yeah.
I want to see.
It's not going to come out for like 4 years.
But we're going to need a pick-me-up in 4 years.
Hopefully not as bad as we could use one right now.